everyone, I'm Lakeland Lumpkin, one of the dietetic interns here at Bay Pines, and today I'll be showing you how to make a 4-bean salad. This salad is really easy to make. It only takes about 5 or 10 minutes to prep, it requires no cooking, and it's loaded with protein, fiber, folate, all the great things that you get from beans. Alright, so this will take just a few minutes, and at first you want to make sure you have all of your ingredients prepped, and then you'll want to get a small bowl. And you'll want to mix 1/4 cup of vinegar. It could be white wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, anything that you'd like, and pour it into the bowl. And then you'll take 1/4 cup of olive oil, pour it in as well. And then you'll take 1/4 cup of any kind of low-calorie sweetener that you like. Pour it right on in. And then you'll get a whisk and you'll stir it all together. Now the vinegars won't want to mix very well, so you'll just have to do the best that you can and just try to get it stirred up a little bit. The main thing you want is for the Splenda or any kind of other sweetener to be mixed in well, and as you can see, it won't be perfect, but we got it mixed in a little bit, and that's all you need. So then you'll want to set this aside and get a larger bowl. And I already have prepped my beans, and so if you can find some low salt beans, low sodium, then that's going to be perfect. But if not, you can also use some dried beans, and you'll just want to make sure to cook them and prepare them beforehand. And then if you are using canned beans like me, but you can't find the beans, you can always rinse them off really well, shake them up a bit just to get some more of the sodium off so that it's a little bit more heart healthy. So first we'll have a cup of all the beans. These are garbanzo beans, so you'll pour those right in. Then we have a cup of the kidney beans. Then we have a cup of green beans. A cup of golden wax beans. And then we have half of our red onion diced, or about half a cup, whatever you would like. And we also have 3 stalks of celery that are diced. Then you'll want to take your whisk and mix all of that together. Makes for a beautiful colored salad. It can go well with anything, any kind of entree, chicken breast, steak. And if you've never had some of these vegetables, it's another good way to get your friends and your family exposed to different ones. All right. Now we're gonna just mix in our oil and vinegar. And then set that back aside. And whisk it all together again. Make sure all the ingredients in the bowl are nice and coated with that dressing. Alright, and then if you would like at the end, you can add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some different spices to change up the flavor depending on what you would like. And this is a really good recipe if you want to bring it to a potluck, to a holiday event, and share with family and friends. And per serving, there's only 132 calories. 7 grams of fat, only 1 of which is saturated fat. There's 4 grams of protein, 273 milligrams of sodium. And then for fiber, we have a little over 3 grams. So this is because the beans are packed with, like I was saying before, the fiber, the protein, antioxidants, folate, and that's why something like this dish, or really anything that's made with beans like this, is going to be heart healthy, decrease the risk of cancer, help regulate glucose and diabetes, and it can also promote satiety, which can help with weight loss. So if you don't have this salad eaten all up in the first day or so, you'll want to make sure that you keep it in the fridge no more than 3 or 4 days, because at that point it won't be as good as it is whenever it's made fresh. And when possible, you also want to keep it stored in the fridge. So say you're going to a holiday event, you don't want to leave it out in the open at room temp because it can get a little sour. So just make sure you keep it in the fridge as much as possible. Now you can enjoy this, and stay tuned to the VA's website for more recipes and demonstrations. Thank you.